Yes, today's topic is nouns, and we are going to learn about nouns today. Not much, just the classifications of nouns, how many kinds of nouns are there, and why nouns, because nouns are the basic and the first part of speech that you must learn, and what kind of nouns are there. That's what this video is designed for. So let's start the class. As you can see that it's a class about noun and its detailed explanation. So let's start with the definition of noun. You can see on the screen the definition. It's pretty simple. We all know this thing. Noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. It's pretty easy. Noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. So you don't have to worry about anything else but just about the names. I have given some examples there. You can see the examples are Raj, Mampi, toy, dog, field, Kolkata, Kashmir, mobile, pen, etc. And there can be millions and millions of nouns. You don't have to worry about memorizing them because they just come whenever you want to bring them into action. So don't worry about that. Let's go for the first kind of noun. There are different classifications of nouns, but today we are going to learn only the first 5 kinds of classifications of noun because I think those are the most important ones. So let's start with the first one. The first noun is proper noun. Yes, in the bracket you can see I have written the name in Bengali because I make these videos for my Bengali medium students mostly. But in this video it will be absolutely in English. So it will be okay for all of you who don't have any knowledge about Bengali. So proper noun in Bengali it is called Bishesh Naam ba Bisheshopad ba Nampad, but I'm not going there. What is a proper noun? There's a definition of proper noun. Name of a person, place, or thing. It is generally capitalized. Here I should add something. Name of a specific person or a specific place or a specific thing. It is generally capitalized. That means the first letter of these nouns are mostly in capital. Okay, so let's go for the first example. A few examples I have given there. Like the first name I have given there, it says Raj. Raj is the name of a person, name of a specific or a particular person. Tuffy, name of a creature, maybe a dog, maybe a cat, maybe a penguin. Tuffy. Kolkata, it's the name of a place. Rice, it's the name of a thing, particularly food item. Bag, name of a thing. Ankita, that's the name of a person. Taj Mahal, name of a monument, and etc. etc. So proper nouns are those nouns, those names of specific person, place, or thing. Okay. So let's go for the next noun, and the next noun is common noun. In Bengali it is said Jatibachok naam, but common noun, that's enough. What is a common noun? A common noun is a generic name of a person, place, or thing in a class or group. Common noun is a generic name. That means it's a general name of a person, place, or thing in a class or group. It is not specific like proper nouns. Proper nouns are the specific names of people, place, or things. But in case of common noun, they are not specific. They are generic or general names. Unlike proper nouns, I have given some differentiation between the proper nouns and the common nouns. So unlike proper nouns, a common noun is not capitalized unless it either begins a sentence or appears in a title. Okay? Unlike proper noun is just unlike the proper noun. What's the difference between common noun and proper noun? Common noun is not capitalized. We do not write the common nouns with the capital letters in the beginning unless it either begins a sentence or appears in a title. Yes, we can capitalize common noun in some general cases where we are starting a sentence with a common noun or it is appearing in a title or a headline, right? Okay, so let's have a few examples like cow. Cow is not a specific name, it's a name of an animal which belongs to a group of animals that's cow, doctor, mother. They are not specific names, they are just the names of generic names of person, place or thing. Newspaper, potato chips, car, mugs, etc. So there are millions and millions of common nouns, and you don't have to worry about memorizing them. Okay, so let's move on to the next kind of noun. And the next kind of noun, okay, so before we go to the next kind of nouns, there is something that I want you to focus on. And what are those kinds of nouns? What are those things? Difference between common and proper nouns. The difference between common and proper noun. I made this extra slide just to make it clear. What is the difference between common and proper nouns? Because I have seen, it's an experience, I have seen my students, they often get confused between proper nouns and common nouns. A common noun is a general way of classifying something, and a proper noun is a specific way of classifying something. That's the main point of differentiation between a common noun and a proper noun. Common means general way of classifying something, and proper means a specific way of classifying something. Example number 1. My favorite newspaper is The Statesman. Okay, there's a typing error. This the, ignore this the. Sorry for that. My favorite newspaper is The Statesman. See, newspaper and The Statesman have been bold in there. Why they are written in bold letters? Because those are the two words that I want you to focus on. Newspaper, it's a common noun because we are not talking about anything specific, any particular thing. We are just saying newspaper. But The Statesman, that is a particular newspaper. That is the name of a particular newspaper. That's why that is a proper noun. Okay, I hope it's getting clear now. Let's go to second example. Her husband is called Amit. Her husband. Husband is a common noun and Amit is a proper noun. Why? Because Amit is the particular name of a person, is the name of a particular person, but husband is not particular, it's a common noun. Let's go for the last and final example. The winning the match. Okay, that should be after winning the match. Sorry for that first the. Ignore that part. Read it. After winning the match, Virat Kohli is the greatest cricket player in history. After winning the match, Virat Kohli is the name of a specific cricketer, Indian cricketer, and he is the greatest cricket player in history. Cricket player, that's another noun, but it's not specific, it's general. That's why it is a common noun, and Virat Kohli is a proper noun. So I hope now the difference between common and proper noun is clear. So let's move on to the next kind of noun, and that noun is called collective noun. In Bengali it is called সমষ্টিবাচক বিশেষ্যপদ বা নামপদ. Collective noun. What are these collective nouns? Collective nouns are words or single things that are made up of more than one person, animal, place, thing, or idea. Collective nouns are names for a collection or a number of people or things. That means we are not talking about one thing, one person, or one place. We are talking about the collection of those particular things, those particular animals, people, places, things. We are making a group of these things. So collective means you are getting all together in one word or in one noun. Let's have a few examples to make the idea more clear. Number 1, the crowd has no discipline. Crowd is the bold letter here, bold word here. Crowd, it is a noun. Yes, it is a singular noun, but we are not talking about just one person or one man or one woman. We are talking about a group of people. So collective means a group of. Okay, collective means a group of. So the crowd has no discipline, a group of people, that means crowd. So crowd is made up of many people all together. That's called crowd. Okay, Let's go for the second example. It says, the army is formed with discipline. The army. The bold letters, in bold letters, the word is army. And what is an army? Army is also a group of soldiers. A group of soldiers is called army. And that's why that word army is a collective noun. Right? Let's go for the next letter, next sentence. Amit is the first boy in the class. That word class is another collective noun. Why it is a collective noun? Because class is made up of students. A group of students is called class, right? So class is another collective noun. Let's go for example number 4. And it says, you must watch the fleet. Fleet, what's the meaning of the word fleet? It's a group of armed ships, right? It's a group of armed ships, not just one ship, but many ships, they make the fleet. Okay, so that word fleet is also another collective noun. And number 5, Vidyasagar came from a poor family. We all know about Vidyasagar. He came from a poor family. The word we should focus on is family. It's another collective noun. Why it is a collective noun? Because a group of people with blood relation is called a family. A group of people with blood relation is called a family, right? So that's how we should know that these are the collective nouns. Now there are thousands of collective nouns that we should learn to improve our vocabulary, and that's why in the description of this video I will give the link of a beautiful website where you can go and find more and more collective nouns. Okay, let's go for the fourth noun of this class, and that's material noun. What is a material noun? Which kind of names can be called material nouns? A material noun denotes the matter or substance of which the things are made. A material noun denotes the matter or substance of which the things are made. That means the component, the making material of something is called material noun. Let's have a few examples. Number 1 example. Cotton dress is cheap. Here the bold word is cotton. Cotton is a material to make some dress, so that cotton can be called a material noun. Let's go to next example. I purchased a gold ring. That word gold is a material to make some rings. That's why gold is a material noun, right? Let's go for number 3. This is a shop of diamonds. That word diamonds, with diamonds we can make many other things like rings, earrings, nose rings and all those ornaments, and some other stuff also. Even in the pens you can find diamonds. So diamonds is another material noun. Let's go for the next example. That's example number 4. Calcium is good for health. That word calcium is actually a material noun because it is needed for building up our health. So it is another material noun. Let's go for number 5. Plastic is for ordinary use. Plastic is the material noun here because we can use plastic in many ways to make many things. And then the next example is number 6. Iron is a very useful metal. Definitely we don't have to introduce what an iron is or what is the iron. We all know that. So iron is also a material noun. And the final example number 7 is, this is a building of marbles. Marbles, that is also a material which can be used and which is used for making different kinds of buildings, furnitures and all those things. So these are the examples of material nouns. I think this is the easiest noun that you have to study. Let's go for the final noun of this kind of classification, and that's very interesting. That's called abstract noun. Abstract means which has no physical existence and it's still there. Something which has no physical existence but it's still there, and that thing is called abstract noun. Abstract nouns are the names of intangible things. Intangible means which do not have physical existence. They can only be felt with our inner self. So like actions, feelings, ideals, concepts and qualities, they are all abstract nouns. Examples are more important here. Number one, honesty is the best policy. So the word that's written in bold letters is honesty. And honesty, you cannot touch honesty, you cannot see honesty. It's something which is like an emotion, which is like a characteristic of a person. So honesty is a name. It is there, but you cannot see it. You have to feel it with your heart, with your mind, and that's why it is called an abstract noun. Next example, beauty is truth. Beauty is something which is also abstract. Yes, you can say that we can see beauty, but beauty is not only about seeing. There are many more deeper things about beauty. So beauty is also an abstract noun which you have to feel with your mind, heart. Let's go for number 3. Kindness is a great virtue. Kindness is a great virtue. So kindness, that is a characteristic, and that also has to be felt. That also has to be felt by your heart, and that cannot be seen with your eyes. So kindness is also an abstract noun. Next example, he burst into laughter. He burst into laughter. That word laughter is also an abstract noun because it can also be felt. You cannot see laughter. Yes, if I make some faces like I'm laughing, that's a different thing. But laughter is also to be felt from inside. That's why it is also an abstract noun. And finally, he is brave since his childhood. That final example, it says, he is brave since his childhood. Childhood is a period of time. We have all covered that. Maybe some of my students are enjoying that part of their life right now. I wish I could go back there, but I'm happy with this life also. So childhood is an abstract noun, and that's talking about some period of time when we used to be children, you know. Okay, so that's all about the 5 kinds of nouns that we are covering in this video, and there will be another link in the description for you to know more about abstract nouns. There is a list of abstract noun in that on that link, and you can study all those abstract nouns from there. So that's it for today's class. I hope you liked it, and if you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.